Carl, what's the adjustment been like to the Robert Saleh defense? When we first spoke, you raved about the defense. How has it been being in that scheme, learning the details of that defense?
It's been pretty simple and fun because I mean it matches what I do well. So
Carl, how much are you looking forward to kind of getting let loose next week here? I know Robert mentioned they're kind of easing you in. How much are you looking forward to kind of getting let loose next week and doing a lot more?
yeah, I'm very excited for next week. I'm excited more so to look at my mistakes instead of what I do well. I know that there's going to be some things I'm not used to, so I'm more so be able to get the film, be able to analyze it, and go forward with that.
You mentioned things you're not used to. So this defense compared to what you guys are doing in Cincinnati, what in particular are some of the things that are going to have to be learning points for you, for lack of a better word?
Just a repetition of things. I don't want to give it all away. Opponents might be listening to this interview.
You can give some of it away, though. Just kidding.
But I can't.
Carl, last week when we were speaking to Jeff Albrecht, he said he thinks your sack production is going to go up because with the personnel you guys have on the interior, guys like Quinnen and Sheldon will be pushing the pocket from the interior, and he thinks that'll benefit you on the edge to get more sacks than you had last year. How do you feel about that? And I'm assuming you agree with his assessment that it could go up in terms of sacks?
I agree, but I mean, I want the sacks to go up regardless of who I have. And I kind of have the mindset of no matter who it is around me, I should win my one-on-one and produce. So it doesn't really, to me, and that's a great thing to have. We have great interior players, but the way I kind of think of it is just go win and produce no matter what the situation is, because what if everybody got hurt? So I'm going to use that as my excuse for sacks. Just think about winning and trying to get improved and get better.
Carl, what made you show up for OTAs this week? And I don't think you were here the last couple of weeks. Why was now the right time to come here before minicamp?
No comment on the question. All I know is, I'm here now. I'm here to work. And, everything's discussed between my teammates and the coaches.
Carl, what are your
to make you to dig into that too much, Carl? But I know from talking to people in Cincinnati, you've always shown up to camp in ridiculous shape. What is it that you train specifically to put your body in kind of that condition that you're ready to go for camp? What are the things that you focus on with your off-season program?
I think more so stability and things of that nature, because I'm an explosive athlete, but you got to be able to control it, i.e. some of the things that happened in my injury history. So just mainly focusing on being strong, stable, and durable and available. That's mainly what explosive and durable. Especially now that we got 17 games. So I think that's mainly been the preparation in my offseason.
Carl, you mentioned, focusing on doing your job and getting sacks regardless of what the situation is on the interior of the defensive line. So what are your personal expectations for yourself sack-wise? Do you go into a season with a sack number goal, or what about all that?
Yes, I do. I go into like a personal sack goals. I go into like things I want to prove on each year and year out, and things of that nature. Yes.
What could you kind of share with us about some of those goals?
Absolutely nothing except for what I told you.
Nothing. Anything? Can you share anything about what you've really improved?
Myself. I was just gonna. I got the goals at my house. I write them down.
Okay.
But I want to improve.
You keep them on your fridge or something?
Yeah, I keep them on my fridge and I'll take notes.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a goal. It's a day-by-day thing. So my preparation is what do I want to – I put in my notes, like what do I want to get better at each year? And then you have like long-term goals and you got like things that, but I reach above and beyond, to be honest.
But you want to make sure you always see them, obviously, at home.
Huh?
You want to make sure you always see them at home. I mean, you keep them.
Yeah. See them at home, see them in my notes, things of that nature. So.
Okay, thanks.
Carl, talking about your preseason preparation physically, do you change anything because you're going into a new defense this year? Is that work mostly mental?
Well, you have to change things. And if you go to a new defense or a new defense coordinator, which I've had throughout life, I mean, you have to change. You have to adjust to what the defense is asking you to do. So, yeah, there's things that you change, yes.
Any more for Carl?
Carl, how about Jets?
Do you work out with a trainer like these last few weeks? Do you have like a specific guy or a facility you work out of?
Yeah, I just work out.
On your own?
No, I work out with different people and stuff like that. So sometimes I'm like a one weekend, Memorial weekend, I went out to Vegas, trained at the UFC center, get some extra work in, train some of the stuff that I do here with the Jets, D-line coach drills, things like that. So
You mentioned UFC. I mean, we've heard of football players working out with boxing before. I think jiu-jitsu is something that's a little bit different. Is that new, or have you done that before?
no, but I mean, we have, I did jujitsu when I was like 15, 16, actually. I did it. They wanted me to quit football. That's why I stopped. So, but now, yeah, I've done some of that stuff. It works, like leverage and feeling body weight. Some of that stuff. I've done some of that stuff. Yes.
Can you demonstrate some?
Take a couple more for Carl.
Yeah,
A couple more for
I
Carl.
can't talk over each other. Y'all gotta let one person talk. Come on.
There is a function for that, but they don't let us use
it. You guys are rude. This is me.
I just want you to demonstrate the jiu-jitsu on Connor.
No, I would never do that. I'm not a violent person towards outside of football.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather just made a pretty good time out of it.
They did. But I just made a pretty good dime playing for, signing with the Jets. I'm good,
I'm still waiting for my dime, Carl.
I got you.
Carl, quick question. I did some research, and you said that anime helped get you into football. So what are some of your favorite anime, and who you think is the strongest anime character out there?
I mean, obviously, Dragon Ball Z is the goated, it's the influence that started everything off. But I mean, I can't say Goku because Goku is constantly losing right now. So I don't know. I don't know who the strongest anime character is, but I mean, I know I got a bunch of different anime I like.
Who do you think would be Goku?
If you watch the show, Goku done caught a couple fades, man. He's been getting knocked out lately. So I mean, you just watch the show, you'll see who beat him up.
I mean, but who's being Goku with Ultra Instinct?
Everybody, just read it, man. Can't it's lazy writing, but he's been getting beat a lot. So,
All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carl.
One more. Can I get one
You
more?
got a football question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I just got a list.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sorry. You mentioned, obviously the Jets made a commitment to you, and you mentioned that, they signed you. So one of the reasons why they wanted to sign you is a young guy, high ceiling. I mean, Joe talked a lot about that. He feels like you're just scratching the surface. How do you feel about your potential? How high is your ceiling for doing a lot more than what you've done already in your career?
I feel like the sky's the limit, but like at the end of the day, this is life. And not every goal that you set is going to happen because there's external factors. But I will do everything in my power possible to reach my highest level of potential and what I think I could possibly be, which is something, otherworldly. But at the same time, if I was ever fall short, I would be okay with that because I know I did everything that I could do to possibly get myself there. And I think that's in whatever you do, whatever football, and that's just life. I think that if you really care about what you're doing, that's how you should approach it. So.